start the game. This is ominous. My apologies for the wait. Welcome, welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. I'm the storyteller, your guide to the world of Paranormasight. And now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story. But there are some important matters I must address first, so please bear with me a while longer. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. Okay, thank you for the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view files, and adjust your settings for auto mode. You can also adjust the volume and other game settings in the options menu. If you find that certain effects make the text difficult to read, you may turn them off. We already did that. That's good. I recommend you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before continuing. Okay, well, we did that. What do we have here? Mouse controls. I'm playing with the mouse. I might switch that next time. We'll see. Now, let us go over the basic controls. When the game is in your control, you may drag the screen to look at your surroundings. Okay. You will once again become able to move after this, so try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Okay, can I turn further? Wonderful! Well done! You may also select the face of an individual in front of you to talk to them. Please go ahead and try it with me. Click. Bravo! A fine display! There are times when you'll be presented with options such as these. Who am I? Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? There's no need for concern. It is for that reason that I'm here to guide you after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. Select the storyteller's face to talk to him. That's an interesting nose we can give him. Once you have seen everything an option has to offer, a check mark will appear next to it, like so. Do not fear, you'll come to know where we are eventually. And that is all for my explanation of the basic controls. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Yes, there's one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? Is that so? So we have met before, then. You looked quite different during our previous encounter, so I failed to recognize you at first. My apologies. In that case, there is nothing I need to warn you about. Well, I believe I've kept you waiting long enough. The tale you are about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Issei Bay, a stretch of sea bordering the Mie prefecture. Mie or Mie? Specifically, those legends involving mermaids. Yes, as the subtitle suggests, our subject this time is the widely familiar mermaid. Beautiful! Look at that cute little face. My gosh, don't you just want to wipe that up? Ariel ain't got nothing on you, queen. Hot. Since ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends famously include the idea that eating their flesh grants immortality. The tale of Jiao? That's Jiao, right? If I butcher these names, I'm so sorry. Jiao Bikuni, which continues to be told in such places as Wakase province. Modern-day Fukui prefecture is perhaps the most well-known. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, as I just mentioned, there are only some of many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They've also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for myriad reasons, irrespective of era of culture. Okay, well, we got mermaid lore, thank you. Ah, yes. The files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. I recommend giving them a read when you have the time. It may allow you to enjoy the story more deeply. Words highlighted in pale blue. No. Words highlighted in pale blue usually indicate that there's a related entry in your files. Now then, allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kamishima, an isolated island in the waters of Ise Bay. You will experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island, one Yuza Minakuchi. If nothing else, please remember that. Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage, and do enjoy the tale. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, do I want to read the files? The story is a work of fiction based on existing locations and legends. Please note that one of the locations that appears in this game, Kamishima, is a fictional island with no counterpart in reality. Wasn't done reading yet. Did you come to me, or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. The Tales of Ise. Okay. August 7, 19 something something, morning, Toba City. Mie Prefecture, Kamishima, Southern Sea. Right, this should do it. All good to go, Yuza? Yep, ready as can be. I feel so light. I bet I could even outswim a shark. No more than that. I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving begins today. Kamishima Youth, Yuza Minakuchi. Well, this is us, right? Whoa, that sounds pretty impressive. Well, this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. Well, I'm glad to see you're raring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. Best friend, Azami Kumori. Okay. No need to worry, Azami. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. I'll hold you to that. Well, here we go, into the water. The diving minigame will now commence. Okay. Follow the instructions to get used to the controls, and press dive when you're ready. Okay. How do I move? Do I... Oh, okay. Do we just do this? This? What exactly am I doing? I don't think there's a whole lot else I can do there, right? This is... I can control my mouse with this too. Interesting. I don't know. I think we just move the screen. I think that's it, right? Should we just try it? Let's try it. Okay. So we can look around. Like, should it really take that long to get to the boat? Like, can I only take one thing? And now where's the boat? There's the boat. Okay. Alright, interesting. Alright, so we can only gather 2 things, I guess. Otherwise we die. And then we can increase something here. We can swim faster and return to the boat faster. Gathering or searching? Well, I think we probably want this first, because this is a struggle. Yeah, it's certainly good to see you. Yeah, it's I like the first game. This game is a little different so far. They got like a diving mini game here. This covers the basics for underwater gathering. Replay the tutorial. I think we're good. No, I didn't skip a tutorial. This was the tutorial. So this is the tutorial. I did not skip a tutorial. This is the tutorial. The other thing was just looking around with the camera. It wasn't anything else. So I didn't skip one. I was just looking around with the camera. And this is the tutorial, apparently. So I guess we just did the tutorial while doing that. I could do it again for you, but I think it's just the same thing again, see? So you just go dive. Like, this thing is the tutorial, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the second one kind of came out of left field. See, like, this itself is the tutorial. So we didn't really miss anything. So that's, you can just do this a million times if you want to, I think. But I don't think you really want to. I guess you can if you want to keep leveling, but there's no mermaids yet. Yeah, so this is the diving side game where you can level up your diving skills, I guess. So you can just keep doing this, but I think this was the tutorial. So it wouldn't surprise me if they reset our stats after this too, since this is a tutorial, right? So, well, we'll see. Legendary. We'll see. Yo, Tom, good to see you.
Sammy
How's
or
your day today?
DM. Sammy or waves.
I hope it was good. Oh, I'm not allowed to go further out, apparently. And then you gotta find the boat, and the boat's up there. So there's a little mini game here where you do this type of stuff. And you can drown if you don't get back to the boat, but I think this is just the same. So I think we're done now. Right? The info screen, I think it's just the clicking, but I can go back for you. What do you want me to show you, or what did you want to look at? What did you want to look at? Yeah, I know I can show you, but I don't think we really missed much of anything, because we are going back to the boat. So what did you want to look at here? Maxing out stats in the tutorial would be kind of funny. I don't think it lets you though. I don't know what you want me to look at though. So what did you want to see? Here? Because I don't really see anything how to play. This is all it says. So there's not a lot there, unfortunately. See it? And then this is all the other stuff. So I don't think we missed anything. I don't think there's anything. This is all like lore, right? So it's not gameplay shit. So I don't think we missed anything. I don't know what else you mean, but I thought you meant like something in here. So I'm gonna continue now, if that's alright, because I don't know what you want me to show you. So I'm gonna just continue. I hope it's okay. Okay, looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you can get at this time of year is probably abalone. Snagging just one is something to be proud of. This looks sus. But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful. Right? Doesn't that look sussy? It's not like you have to master everything all at once. We can take off when you're ready. There we can just go. Okay, so do we? I think we might keep the diver stuff from the tutorial. That's kind of hackers. Oh, this is just a shell. So we have to find abalone. I don't think this is abalone either. And I might as well bring it since we're underwater, right? Where's the boat? Okay, well, we got more stuff. Not the abalone though. The sea's oyster. Yeah, I think they might have added the mini game to make it feel more interactive for people. Can I go in here? What the hell? Hmm? Oh my. Well, lots of vibes from... What the hell is that? These are the vibes from the first game coming back. No! Get away from me! Oh. Square Enix presents. Paranormasight. The Mermaid's Curse. Alright. You didn't know you were Misaki. Okay, well. There's a lot of bodies underwater. Encounter an apparition in the depths of the sea as Yuza. Oh my. So that just kills you if you see that. I think so. I think we'll probably... So this was a new diving thing in this particular region. So I'm pretty sure we'll get that upgraded. The things we can find are going to become rarer and rarer. Here, we'll do a compromise. I'll leave it at rank 7. I'm done diving. It's a pretty decent rank. We're not like low rank. Right. Let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, Yuza. You managed to get a fair bit of diving in, huh? Bet you feel like you've got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diver rank's gone up at least a bit too. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope, I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been. I guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? So, what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Well, let's tell him. Azami. Before we head back, could we talk for a bit? Sure. What's up? Okay, well, let's talk. So, when I was diving just now... Maybe he's evil and we shouldn't tell him. A giant hole in the seabed you've never heard of before? Yeah, the rocks around it looked like they'd only recently collapsed. So, I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Ah, now that you mention it, there was a pretty big earthquake around here about 3 months ago? Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, yeah, that's right. That would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole on the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to try and take a look inside? It'd be pretty dangerous, but yeah, guess I might. Right? So I went closer to try and get a better look. Just see anything? Well, when I looked down into the hole, a ghost or something that looked just like me suddenly rose up from the depths. A ghost that looked like you? It swam towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand something to me, or maybe it was trying to tell me something. Man. What'd you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. I felt like I couldn't resist somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and a lack of proper vigilance. Sounds like there wasn't much you could do about it, though. Hey, Yuza? That thing you ran into, you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? Tomokazuki? What's a Tomokazuki? Where's Tomokazuki? Phenomena curses. Is it in here now? Oh, we got no Tomokazuki yet. I have to read that. A Tomokazuki, huh? Why would something like that be here? Huh? You'd never heard of it? Well, I guess not even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar, though. The Tomokazuki is sort of ghost story around these parts. Alright. Story goes that sometimes, when diving, an Ama diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. That other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. Something they want. And when the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs him and drags him to the bottom of the sea. Whoa, that's scary! But wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. Maybe it forgot it at home or something? At home, huh? The abalone. Yeah, the abalone. Maybe it left it at home. Maybe the Tomokazuki's more careless than the legends let on. You're pretty forgetful, though, so maybe it became such a perfect copy that it imitated that aspect of you as well. Oh, that damn Tomokazuki. He knows my every weakness. Now you mention it, though, I think I do remember that story from when I was younger. I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? Maybe he is the Tomokazuki, and they swapped places. No worries, it was a while ago, you know? So, did anything happen after you took its hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. I thought maybe I'd blacked out due to a lack of oxygen, and it was like a sort of hallucination. I see. Yeah, I guess that's possible. But if that's the case, that means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw, and that'd be like super embarrassing. Some people do say the Tomokazuki legends might have come about because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal, even if it was a hallucination. The most important thing is that you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird, huh? By the way, you know those symbols on your diving gear? Symbols? Yep, Sai-man and Do-man. The Ama divers around here all have them somewhere on their outfits. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But if I ran into a Tomokazuki just now, wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe, but it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. The sea is a dangerous place even without the Tomokazuki around. Things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see. So without this charm, I really could have been attacked by a shark. Oh, glad I had it then. Seriously, a shark would have been no laughing matter. Okay, well, we got Tomokazuki here. A long time ago, in a small village on one of the islands in the Ise Sea, there lived a young Ama diver, known for her exceptional swimming skills. One day the wind was strong and the waves were higher than usual. Undeterred by the turbulent weather, the young diver dove into the sea, but couldn't find even the smallest shell to bring back, let alone any abalone. Determined to find something, she dove even deeper into the ocean until she paused, sensing a presence behind her. Turning, she felt an undeniable sense that someone was watching her from a shadowy crevice in the rock. Finding this strange, she ventured closer, only to come face to face with a diver who looked exactly like her. As she floated there, stunned, the other diver extended her hand. In it was an abalone, larger than any she'd ever seen. The young diver was mesmerized. She had to have that abalone, no matter what. She reached out her hand to take it, but suddenly, when her fingers were mere inches away from the abalone, the other diver's hand shot out and grabbed her arm. Shocked, the young diver frantically struggled to pull away, but it was too late. Slowly, inevitably, she was dragged down into the depths of the ocean. Over time, this being came to be known as Tomokazuki, together a diver, due to it taking on an identical appearance to its victims. Divers are warned never to accept Tomokazuki's offerings in the depths, lest they suffer the same fate. The Tomokazuki is still greatly feared by alma divers in modern times, and the Seiman and Doman symbols inscribed on items they take with them when diving are charms set to protect them from it. And that was our Tomokazuki. Hey Zami, about the Tomokazuki just now. Yeah? Do you think it has anything to do with what we're looking into? Recollection. Okay, unlocked past recollection chapter, Yuza Minakuchi. Something I want to do. Okay. Oh, okay, he's back. My apologies for the interruption. I'd like to take this chance to inform you about a unique ability of yours, the Recollection feature. But to make things clear, I must first tell you about the story chart. From here on, you will return to this screen, the story chart, at breaks in the story. You see, the story you will witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. The screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things, as well as select where you wish to proceed next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, that indicates it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when a recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock a new chapter, a past recollection chapter for you to experience. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Once you've unlocked such a chapter, it will become available in the story chart for you to peruse as you wish. This ability will be key in unraveling the tale before you, so do be sure to press the recollection button when you see it come up. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. If so, could your mom have become an alma diver because she wanted to find the Tomokazuki? That's... Oh, we got the little file on the storyteller. That's kind of cool, right? The recollection button. So... it'll become available in the story chart. Okay, so we can't do it yet because he just blocked our recollection chapter that we were looking at. Kind of sad. But she wouldn't have worn something with this charm on it if that were true, right? Good point. Okay, and what else do we have to talk about? Is that all you wanted to talk about? There's more. No, there's more. Actually, this might be the most important part. I realize there's something I need to do after this. Something really important. Hey! So you found a lead down there after all. I'm serious. If I don't pull this off, something terrible's going to happen. Hey, I believe you. Go on. Tell me everything. Okay, so is this a recollection chapter then? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so this is something I want to do. Memories of the last summer. So we can look at these two now. Pretty cool. A day before he sets off for the sea as an alma diver, Yuza Minakuchi asks Azami Kumoi to meet him at the Kantekisha ruins. They forgot their space bar. You see it? Yeah, let's look at our throwback. August 6, 1980 something. Afternoon. Kantekisha ruins. I see. Oh, it's Azami's a guy, right? I see. If you say you want to be an alma diver, then of course you got my full support. But something tells me you're not just doing this to you. People are bound to talk if you become an alma diver here. You must have some other reason. Some big enough to risk everyone running their mouths. I knew I couldn't hide anything from you, Azami. Wouldn't take me even 0.2 seconds to see through one of your lies. So, what's up? Tell me everything. Okay, so this is our throwback. Hey, Izami? What I'm about to say is gonna sound pretty crazy. You still want to hear it? Sure, bring it on! Thanks. I'll come right out and say it then. I'm looking for a mermaid, and I need to find one by tomorrow. Oh, a mermaid, huh? By tomorrow at that. That's gonna be rough. I'm being serious. In fact, I've never been more serious. I really do have to find a mermaid by tomorrow. I could tell you're not joking by the look on your face. You've got some sort of reason for saying this, right? Go on. I'm listening. Thanks, Izami. Mermaid search reason. Is it okay if I talk a little about the disaster 5 years ago? Ah, the disaster, huh? If you're okay with it, sure. I was in middle school at the time, and my parents had taken me out into the bay on a little fishing boat. And this massive storm came out of nowhere and sank all 3 fishing boats that got caught up in it. I was the only one who survived. Yeah, it was really terrible. Okay, so all our parents died on the fishing accident. So, what about the disaster do you want to talk about? Well, I've recently started to remember some things about what happened. For real? I know your memories of the disaster were kind of hazy due to the shock. But it's great that you're starting to remember. Oh, but I guess it's not exactly something you'd want to remember, huh? Sorry for getting all fired up. It's okay. It actually hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's just that the things I've remembered are a bit strange, so I couldn't bring myself to say anything. Sorry for keeping quiet up to now. Strange, huh? Well, I can see why you'd want to keep it to yourself, all things considered. Don't sweat it. So, about the accident. We're gonna get another memory. When we ran into the storm, our boat got caught in a whirlpool and started to sink. My parents gave me a life buoy and lowered me into the water. And they were frantic, and I was too stunned to do anything but go along with all that was happening. I can imagine. That must have been really scary. And the waves were knocking me around, so it took everything I had just to hold on to the buoy. In the end, I just watched as the boat was swallowed by the water. I couldn't do anything else. And there wasn't anything you could have done. It wasn't your fault, Yuza. But right after that, this huge wave came crashing down on me. And I got dragged down into the depths of the sea, life buoy and all. Huh? You got pulled under? But I thought... Yeah. Up until now, I thought I managed to miraculously stay afloat until I got rescued. But I remember now. I was pulled down underneath the waves. I remember being caught in a current and tossed all about underwater. I couldn't breathe. I was so sure I was going to die there. But then, someone grabbed my hand. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? I was barely conscious by that point, so it's not like I saw them clearly or anything. But I'm certain someone was there with me. Someone who grabbed hold of me and pulled me to safety. And from what I remember... You're saying they were a mermaid? Exactly. So you were saved by a mermaid? I'm sure of it. It looked exactly like what first comes to mind when you hear the word mermaid. A real mermaid, huh? But it was a really extreme situation, so it's entirely possible I was just, seeing things. Which would mean I called you out here just to talk to you about some hallucination I had, and if that's the case, I'm going to be super embarrassed. He says that a lot, doesn't he? I mean, you're standing here talking to me now, right? So you must have gotten out of that situation somehow. And I can't imagine any normal person being able to stay afloat in a storm like that, let alone managing to save someone. Same. You'd have to be some sort of superhuman or something, or not human at all. Man, I would have guessed there were mermaids here in Issei. If I really was saved by a mermaid, I owe them my life. I'd like to thank them in person if possible. Makes sense, so that's why you're looking for them, huh? Well, if we manage to find them, I've got to thank them for saving you too. So I was thinking of heading to where the disaster happened and diving there to see if I can find anything. Wait. Are you sure? You almost died there. I'll be fine. In fact, since I've never gone near there since the disaster happened, I was also thinking I'd like to do something to honor my parents and your dad's memory. Yeah, I'd like to at least offer flowers, if nothing else. The others here have always kept their distance, but it's not like going there is forbidden or anything. You know, let's do it. Thanks, Azami. I owe you one. Mermaid search leads. But there's no guarantee the mermaid will still be around there, right? I'm thinking it'd be good to have more of a lead before we head out there. About that, do you mind if I say something crazy? Sure, what's up? You remember my mom, right? Of course I remember Mrs. Mare. Well, she wasn't originally from Kamishima, but she met my dad when she moved here and ended up marrying him. But even to me, she never seemed to really fit in here. Well, I can't really disagree there. She never spoke to me much either. Some people even outright told me not to talk to her, you know? Said she was suspicious because we didn't know anything about her. Stuff like that. I guess that's understandable. She didn't really involve herself in community activities and almost never participated in local events. It felt like she was always keeping her distance from the other islanders somehow. 20 years here and she was still considered an outsider. Yeah. I never knew how to bring it up to you, but I kinda always wondered. Was there some sort of reason for that? Not as far as I know. Dad and Gran never seemed to mind, so I figured that's just how she was. But looking back at things now, it was pretty weird. Yeah, I think something was up with her mom, probably. Well, I guess even I thought she was a bit of an oddball at times. You say that, but I think you're getting to be pretty similar to her. What, really? Yep, what's that saying? Marching to the beat of your own drum? You're both like that. Really? I never realized. I've been so blind. A blind fool. Yep, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. But why'd you bring up your mom all of a sudden? Well, looking back now, there were a few things that always bothered me. Oh? For a start, no one ever told me where my mom was from. Atlantis. She was also a natural at alma diving, but I never saw her eat any seafood. And sometimes at night, she'd suddenly say she wanted to go look at the sea before going out and not coming back for hours. I guess that's all pretty weird, yeah. And that's not all. When I was sorting through my mom's belongings, I found this. We usually keep it in the family altar, but I brought it along today to show you. What's that? A fish scale? It's huge. It's got to be at least 7 or 8 centimeters long. I always just figured she held onto it because it was a rare find. But once I remembered the mermaid, I began to wonder. What fish could the scale have come from? And why was my mom holding onto it? Whoa, hold it right there. You're not saying... I am. And the mermaid who rescued me back then was... my mom. I think it was my mom. What do you think? I don't know. It's pretty out there. Could that even be possible? So your theory is your mom used to be a mermaid, but she became a human so she could live among us. Yeah, but she turned back into a mermaid when the disaster happened and wasn't able to come back afterwards. How's that sound? I don't know. But after hearing your story, I can't just dismiss it out of hand either. If that's really the case, and my mom really is still out there in the sea somewhere, even if it's in a different form, I was thinking it'd be nice if I could, see her again. It might be because they're still treated as missing instead of dead, but it still hasn't really sunk in that my parents are gone. Sunk in. I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my pops is just going to show up at home again, like nothing ever happened. Though, even if your mom's alive, I guess it'd be hard for her to show up if she's back in her mermaid form now. If my mom really does have some sort of connection to mermaids, then maybe that was the reason she never really fit in here. It might help clear up any mistaken impressions the others have of her anyway. I see. So you think that by trying out alma diving like your mom did, you might be able to find something out? And maybe if you're lucky, you'll run into a mermaid in the process. Yeah. And if I really am descended from mermaids somehow, it's possible that diving might awaken something in me. Oh, right. I hadn't thought of that. I guess if your legs suddenly become fins, we'll know for sure you're a second-generation mermaid. Okay. I've gotten the gist of what you want to do now. Thanks for understanding, Azami. I haven't been happy with how people have been treating you ever since the disaster either. And what they say about your mom. If there's anything I can do to clear the air, I want to help. Thanks. I appreciate it. Though, I don't know how people will react if you suddenly start talking about mermaids. It might be best to keep quiet about that part for now and just say you're looking into your mom. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be best. Okay, well, now we've got that settled. How about we head out tomorrow morning? That sounds good to you? Yep, I've been doing some training in secret, so I'm all set. Oh, what to do next? We have one more. Still, having to find a mermaid by tomorrow is pretty sudden. What's up with a tight deadline? Well, sorry, I can't say right now. If we manage to find one, I'll explain everything. I promise. Well, as long as you tell me later, it's all good. Oh, here's an idea. If you're in that much of a rush, how about we talk to Tsukasa and Sato? Maybe they'll be able to help out. I wonder. It would be nice to have more help. But would they even believe me? The whole thing's pretty crazy after all. And besides, Tsukasa's going back to the mainland soon. I'd hate to bother her now. True. Still, knowing Tsukasa, she might be surprisingly on board with the whole thing.
See? I knew he'd be here.
Whoa, speak of the devil. When'd you two get here?
Oh, talking about something you didn't want us to hear, were you? Boys will be boys, I guess.
Tsukasa, a wow. Childhood friend. Hey, you've got us all wrong. We weren't talking about anything like that. Yeah, you gotta hear me out, Tsukasa. I was powerless to resist. I refused at first, but Azami insisted, and...
Oh, tell me more.
You might as well admit it, Yuza. And Sato, what's with a sudden keen interest? Enigmatic girl, Sato Shiranami. Let's all calm down, okay? It's not like that. We're having a perfectly normal conversation.
Yeah, sure. Anyway...
Hey, don't just brush me off! You're getting pretty worked up, Azami. Don't act all innocent. You're the one who caused this mess, you know?
Sorry to interrupt your fun, but I really did have something to say. Folks are worried you haven't showed up to the association meeting, Azami. You should probably get going.
Oh, damn, the meeting. Totally slipped my mind. Sorry, Yuza. I gotta go for now, but I'll get in touch later. No problem. Thanks for coming, even though you're so busy.
Well, guess we'll be on our way too then. Sorry, but we've got some important business out of our own to handle. We won't be able to help out with whatever you're up to.
You got more recollection. Unlocked past recollection chapter, Sato Shiranami advice. So you did hear what we were talking about?
Only the part where my name came up. I didn't want to be nosy, though.
I see. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here to get Azami.
I don't know what you guys are up to, but you've piqued my interest. Be sure to tell me all about it later, okay? Anyway, see you later. Come on, Sato. Roger. Oh, one more thing. You better not forget about the day after tomorrow. Tell Azami you'd better remember too.
Sure, I'll tell him later. She's probably leaving then, right? Isn't she? And the mermaids in the intro were kind of wonky looking. Oh, can we play as Sato too? Let's do this first. Having grown close to each other, Tsukasa Awao tells Sato Shiranami that she has something important to discuss.
Sato, you got a sec? Huh? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this.
Sure. What's up?
If you've got a problem, leave it to me. Kamishima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia. Wow, that's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although I think the walking, talking kind of implies you're living already. Either way, hope you can help. You know that even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I've got to help you, Tsukasa. Right. But you're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, so please don't go dying on me. Thanks for being here for me, though. Come on, let's go somewhere with no one else around, then.
That's our recollection, the cloud. Recollection. Pardon me a moment, young ladies.
Yes? You mean us?
Yes. Sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions.
Oh, are you here sightseeing? Welcome to
Kamishima! I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. We're looking for the Wakamura residence. Would you happen to know where it is?
The Wakamura residence?
May I ask who you are?
Oh, of course. Please pardon my manners. My name is Yumeko Shiki, a housewife from over in Tokyo.
Tokyo housewife, Yumeko Shiki.
Oh, a housewife.
And this here is Soto Kiryu. Soto Kiryu is something like an assistant to me. My pleasure. Yumeko's assistant. Why does a housewife have an assistant? Sus.
Oh, you must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you?
Oh, so it was that way.
Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here.
Believe it or not, we've been running all around the region. We're quite used to the area now. Oh, do I need to click the Recollection? I didn't click it yet. Ah, how do I get there now? Oh. Well, let's not do it now. Ma'am, is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later. We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping you. Interesting.
Huh, those two had a really strange vibe. The old man sure gets some unusual guests.
Yeah, there was something about them.
Don't you think that's the kind of aura that sorcerers would give off? I know what you're getting at. I've heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying that old man Wakamura has been super reliant on some shady sorcerer lately.
Okay.
They did say that they were from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato. Let's go.
Yep. Sato's like her sidekick or what? Okay. To the bay. August 6th, afternoon. Kamashiba Bay. Nice and sunny.
Okay, this spot should work fine. Oh man, now that I'm actually about to talk about it, I'm getting super nervous.
Alrighty, you said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Miss Tsukasa?
Well, I do want your advice, but I'm not really sure where to start.
Wow, I guess this really isn't an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start her off with another topic to loosen her up. I guess you'll be heading back to the mainland soon now that the Oban holidays are over.
Yeah, I head back to my boarding school in 3 days, so I've only got until the day after tomorrow to take it easier.
Right. Time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you.
Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days. What am I gonna do?
I guess whatever she wants advice on is time sensitive. Is she confessing her undying love and devotion to us? She is blushing.
Oh, Tsukasa, that reminds me. Did you catch that 2-hour suspense drama the other day? Oh, right. You said you were looking forward to it, right? I didn't see it. Ma was watching a period drama. Darn, that actor you had had a good part. He turned out to be the killer, though. Aw, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it, though. I wish we had a VCR like yours. You can record music shows and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing! Not many houses on the island have one, though.
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record and keep TV programs is the best.
You love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like.
This little bay is quite hard to find, so hardly anyone ever comes here, including tourists. Which makes it a great place to talk in secret. Okay, shall we try?
Yeah, about that. How do I even put this?
It looks like she hasn't loosened up much yet. Maybe I should start from a different angle. So, the plans you are talking about for the day after tomorrow... I guess it's a get-together with the others before you head back?
Yeah, that's right. Plans with Azami and Yuza. I couldn't give them much time this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a bit left out.
Makes sense. You're pretty close friends.
Totally. Even grown up, they still do the dumbest stuff. Just can't leave him be, you know? Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy it without me then. No way! They're the lucky ones to have someone as cute as you come along with me.
Oh my. As cute as you?
You really can't get enough of your TV. You think I watch too much? How much did you watch this summer? Well, I guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home.
Nice. You should thank Old Man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want.
We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. It makes it damn hard for me to keep up with the conversations at school, you know?
TV's just got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame him either, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, about that. Again? How do I even put this?
Need to loosen her up more? What about thinking? What could I bring up from my side for a bit of small talk? The only stuff that comes to mind are the things I've been watching on TV. Some encyclopedia I am. I guess that was a lie. Nothing else? Nope. Okay, well, let's hope she really likes talking about TV.
Man, I can't believe my summer break's already coming to an end. Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Who's MC? I think we have multiple MCs.
Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news. Yeah? What happened? They said an alma diver on the mainland went missing at sea. Oh yeah, I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. Apparently they're still searching, but it goes to show how dangerous being an alma diver is. Yeah, even I've had a couple of moments out there that have been way too close. When the catch is right in front of you, it's easy to think you can go a little bit further and you end up pushing it just too far, you know? Sounds scary. You be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a little while back, there was that story about old human bones found on a seabed near Toba. Whoa, I never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy. Maybe it was someone who went missing at sea. I just hope it isn't like, a curse or anything. Yeah, the sea can be pretty scary. The old Alma grannies always told us, "We islanders live with the sea. Never forget how fearsome it can be." And that's why the Alma divers wear charms and mind the proper rites, right? Yep, gratitude, manners, and restraint towards the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving.
Talk about TV shows.
You know, Sato, compared to when you first arrived on the island, you've really brightened up. Might be thanks to all that TV. Oh, was I really that gloomy before? Yeah, up until about a month ago, it felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. It was like you were kind of, I don't know, depressed all the time. Like nothing in the world really mattered to you. Oof, so that's how I came off. Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack jokes like you do now either. But this you, way better. Having fun stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. I'll try to keep up the positivity. Okay, I'm ready. I'll just say it. Go ahead. So, the thing is, I think I like someone. Alright, go on. We'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. I want to tell him how I feel while I'm still on the island. Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamishima's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I probably know a thing or two that can help, for sure. Yeah, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but I can tell you mean it, so thanks. I just don't really know what to do. So, which of the two is the lucky guy? Huh? Who do you mean? Oh, no way. Don't tell me you think I like Azami or Yuza? Wait, you mean it's not one of them? Me falling for one of them? Not a chance. They're basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them. Ew. Oh, sorry. I kind of assumed. I call myself the living, walking, talking encyclopedia and brag about what I've seen on TV, but I guess I don't really know anything. Sorry, this is so embarrassing. I'm just gonna go die now. Whoa, don't sweat it, really. No dying. But then, who is it? No point dragging it out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro! Ah, Mr. Wakamura's son. I see. He's sincere, smart, and pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, but he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I've secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid. I figured he'd never be interested. But now I go to school in the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as an Ama diver. I think he might see me more as an adult now. Well, more than before, anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. So you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island. Maybe it's all just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up any longer. And then tell him, I'm with you.
Okay. Oh, isn't that guy like, what, 6 years older? How old is she? She's like 16? She's not in university, right? Talk about Shotaro.
You're staying with the Wakamuras right now, yeah? Know anything about him that might help me?
Oh, I'm afraid Miss Encyclopedia might not have that kind of info.
You don't have much info at all, do you? I mean, he's honestly not home most of the time, so there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do. Checking in on folks all over the island. Like, I don't suppose you know if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or something like that? Actually, I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo's packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him won't be left alone for long. Well, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with anyone. Then what about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get? Let me think. Sorry, nothing's coming to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. Come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with you is more than enough for me. You've got to stop joking about dying like that.
Talk about the advice more.
I want to tell Shotaro how I feel by the day after tomorrow. So, what do you think I should do? Oh, Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now, and we can plan from there. How's that sound? Oh, sounds good! Thanks so much, Sato!
May from Overwatch. I wonder what May from Overwatch looks like. August the 6th, afternoon. So we're at the shrine.
So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, but in the end, writing a love letter and handing it to him is the best call. That's the plan, yeah? Yep. Since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. A classic method. I like it. You're heading out to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, weather's looking pretty good. Alrighty, then I'll ask him to come to the bay a little afternoon. That work for you? Yeah, I just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow then. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course. I'll fix it up, even if it kills me. Thanks. I'll write it, even if it kills me too. I'm already so nervous.
Hey, you two over there.
Huh? Is that who I think it is?
Shotaro. Woo.
It is! It's Shotaro! Oh, wow. Speak of the devil.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Watch! Magnate-san Shotaro Wakamura. Nice watch, brother.
Oh, he's totally glowing, as usual. Is something wrong?
Have you seen Azami? He didn't show up to today's association meeting.
Oh, I see. I haven't seen him today. Oh, I think I know where he is. I'll go get him.
Oh, you do? I know I could count on you, Tsukasa. I'll let you handle it then.
Sure, no problem. Oh man, he called me by my name. I'm so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's. First off, let's find those two. Bet they're up at the Kantakisha ruins. Let's go, Sato. Right behind you.
Bum, 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 bum. I think that was her flashback, right? Yeah, so that was her flashback. Hello, Paradox, so that I can play with you. My god, would you show me your watch like the handsome bloke just now? Dude, it's a bit weird, right? Hello, this is me. We have one more here, I think. One more, Memories of Last Summer. So let's check that one out. Promised day arrives. After their usual morning dive, the group of 4 meet at the dock. Okay. August the 9th.
Hey, Izami! Yuza! Over here! Good timing. I just got back too.
Well, Tsukasa, how'd it go?
Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Check this out. 2 whole scallops.
Seriously, Tsukasa? You don't get bragging rights for picking up 2 measly scallops.
Sure I do. That was hard work. Excuse me, you should be praising me.
Say, Yuza, how many scallops did you get on your first dive again? 15, I think.
No way! Are you kidding me?
I guess there's a good reason they call you the patron saint of diving. Ah, dang it. Now my cover's blown. That'll teach me to snag every scallop I see. Anyway, Tsukasa, don't let this get you down. You'll improve over time.
Man, I've been diving way longer than you, but you're way better than me already. Some people are just born to be ama divers. If you ask me, all that matters is that everyone made it back safe and sound.
True. You always know the best thing to say, Sato.
But for the record, I would have preferred a bigger haul of scallops. Then we could have had a feast.
I guess I should have seen that coming.
So, what's the plan for today? Remember, Tsuka, it's up to you.
Right, we promise we do whatever you wanted today. You name it and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, well, that's more like it. Let's see. First of all, I want us all to go for a swim in the sea.
Oh, sounds great. Can't even remember the last time we did something like that just for fun.
Right, I want us to forget about work and just enjoy the sparkling sea for a change. I even bought a new swimsuit for this. You've got one picked out too, right, Sato? Sure do. And then after that, when it gets dark, let's set off some fireworks. Oh, fireworks. And then, let's have a barbecue on the beach and cook up everything we caught today.
Sounds like a plan. Just leave it to us. Everyone ready? Let's do this. This is cute. So this is from past summer, or is this just a throwback to past summer?
There's a shark! And it's coming this way! Better watch out, Izami. That was a close one, Izami!
What the heck? I'm a good swimmer, but there's no way I'm good enough to outswim a shark.
It's okay. I'll keep it pinned down. Just get out of here while you can. And here, take this fin as something to remember me by. Keep it by you always.
Sorry, Yuza, I don't really dig shark fins that much.
My heart. Look at the sea. It's like there are diamonds floating on the surface.
It really sparkles, huh? Sure is pretty.
Aw, that shark's pretty cool. I should have picked a shark instead of a life buoy. But he's having such a blast. I can't bring myself to ask for a ride on it.
That's cute. A Jowie. It's a Jowie game. Oh my god. One grilled squid coming right up.
Don't throw it. It's piping hot. You're getting squid juice everywhere. Let's see how you like it. Catch it. Oh, that's so hot. Well, you did that to yourself.
Hey, check out this huge sea snail Tsukasa caught. It's massive.
That's right. I may still be unlucky when it comes to scallops, but I got a haul of sea snails to make up for it. So eat up, Azami. Have as many as you like. Hey, can I borrow that lighter? Sure.
Want some squid too?
Oh, so I can just grill it directly?
Yeah, that's Kamashima's specialty. Fireworks style squid. Wait, you're actually doing it? The juice is going everywhere. It burns!
Oh, sorry. My hand slipped.
Romantic. And there it is, the famous Yuza one-man show. Okay, well, that was our throwback, I think. It's a horror game, not an innocent game. Okay, so we've gone through all of this, so I guess we have to do underwater gathering now, huh? Shortcut to go underwater. Oh, do we have to go back to this? I think we might have to go back to this. So I guess we go back here and resume this chapter because we jumped out, right? To do the recaps. Okay. Start from underwater gathering. Start from a zombie conversation. Let's do this, I guess. Alright, well, let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, Yuza. You managed to get a fair bit of diving in, huh? Bet you feel like you've got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diver rank's gone up at least a bit, too. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes?
Nope, I feel exactly the same. And nothing's changed. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been.
I guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? Okay, so this way I've already done this. Huh, so why did it not give me a check mark there? You got it. Kamishima Port, here we come! Oh, okay, so we just had to go back. Alright. Well, Kamishima Port. Oh, this is nice and cute looking. Rustic. Okay, August 7th, 1980 something. I like their fashion. Hey, Yuza. I took your catch to the market while you were changing.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, if you keep this up, you should be able to make a healthy profit, even with the price of gas.
Well, that's great. I'll have to keep at it then. There you are, Isami. Don't tell me you went out fishing today.
Oh, it's somebody's mom. Oh, Chie! How's your back doing? Huh. Not gonna get any better lounging around at home, that's for sure.
More importantly, no one's meant to be taking their boats out right now because of the storm that's on the way. Don't tell me you didn't hear.
Oh, yeah, but it was more of a warning than a rule, and the weather looked fine, so I figured it was okay.
You should know better than that, Isami. You youngins never listen, do you?
Veteran Alma Diver. Chie Toyama. It's Paranormasight.
And going out with a Minakuchi boy of all people?
Actually, Azami only took out his boat because I asked him to help out with my work.
Wait a dang second. Don't tell me you went out to dive.
I did. I was thinking I could follow in Grant's footsteps and become an Alma diver.
Absolutely not. I won't allow it.
What? Why? Yuza's a member of the association, same as everyone else. As long as he follows the rules, it should be fine, right? Sure, it's rare for guys to become Alma divers, but it's not like it's forbidden or anything.
That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm saying he shouldn't be allowed in the sea. It's obscene is what it is. Everyone agreed to put up with him being on the island for Tsuyu's sake. But now he gets it in his head to go diving, of all things. Have you no sense, boy?
What's her issue? What's wrong with this lady?
Seems like I'll have to have a few words with Tsuyu. You not knowing your place is going to cause everyone trouble. Listen up, Minakuchi boy. You better keep your head down and stay put on dry land where you belong. No more diving, you hear?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Hey now, you don't think that's going a bit far? There's no need to lay into Yuza like that.
Azami?
What?
You really don't think anything of all this? After what his mother did?
Nope, not at all. Yuza hasn't done anything wrong. He was a victim of the disaster too. Maybe more than anyone else even.
Recently, there's been this strange rumbling coming from the sea. The same rumbling as 5 years ago. Everyone's scared of what might be coming. They're bracing themselves for another big disaster.
Yeah, I don't know why men can't dive. It's interesting. Oh, is that what you mean by the storm? The weather forecast said things are going to stay calm for a bit, though.
To hell with the weather forecast. It didn't save us 5 years ago. Anyhow, you see why we've got to stay in the God of the Sea's good graces. No doing anything to upset them. Got it?
Okay, lady. An angry lady. Don't let it get you down, Yuza. Chie isn't a bad person at heart, but the old folks here are all pretty firm in their beliefs, I guess. Yeah, it's only natural. I was kind of expecting it, to be honest. Still, I didn't think she'd get that mad. I guess they have a bigger chip on their shoulders about all this than I thought. I like the perpetual duck face. It seems like they really think your mom was to blame for the disaster. Yeah. Wonder when his mom did that, like why she to blame for the disaster. I guess wanting to get to the bottom of things there was one of my reasons for becoming an Alma diver. Yeah, everyone's been avoiding the topic until now, but that can't go on forever. I don't know if this is a guy or a girl. Hey, you two! Oh, she's a girl. Oh, it's Kikuko.
Yeah, you two over there. Could I get some help with these boxes here? I need to get them to the warehouse.
Local Alma diver. Kikuko.
Ah, thanks. I knew I could rely on you two youngins to help out.
Youngins? You're a youngin too, Kikuko.
Aw, how kind. Pretty sure you're the only ones who'd say that, though. I was told out of nowhere to make sure anything valuable was stowed away just in case a storm hits.
What a pain. So, you're getting ready for the storm too?
Yep, pretty silly when the weather's still this good, huh? It's not like I can say no, though. Speaking of pains, I overheard Chie giving you an earful just now. Are you seriously planning on becoming an Alma diver, Yuza?
Well, that was the plan, but it's looking like I might be forced into retirement before I even begin.
Why now? Didn't you come back here to look after Tsuyu?
Yes, but I still have to work, and I've always been interested in ama diving. Gran was also pretty down about no longer being able to dive, so I thought it might cheer her up a bit.
Ah, so you want to follow in Tsuyu's footsteps. Still, you must have noticed that everyone was on edge just at the thought of you coming back here. If they hear you went diving, there'll likely be a bit of an uproar.
Are they really that set against Yuza going in the sea? I've never heard anyone say anything like that.
Well, they don't say it where you can hear it. Everyone loves you here, and they know you're close with Yuza. They probably feel they can't be that tough on him with you around.
What was that?
Oh, never mind. Forget I said anything. I can't deny there's been this creepy rumbling coming from the sea recently, though. It's no wonder everyone's unnerved. If some sort of disaster does end up happening again, and Yuza gets caught doing something he wasn't meant to, that'll probably be it for him.
Yeah, and that's what I don't get. Do people seriously believe Yuza's mom caused the storm? Everyone suffered because of it, including Yuza's family. It's so stupid.
Hey, I honestly think it's stupid too. But the truth is, there are a bunch of people who believe it, so making a fuss about it isn't going to get you anywhere, right? Besides, even if this storm doesn't come in the end, a different kind of storm may already be brewing.
A different kind of storm?
Well, you shouldn't have any trouble if you keep your head down. Just be good and do what you're told, and no one will get on your case, yeah?
Give me a break. Why has he gotta keep his head down here? He was born and raised on Kamishima, just like everyone else.
Hey, getting mad at me won't change anything. If it upsets you that much, why don't you leave? Leaving a place like this behind might be for the best, don't you think?
Maybe, but I can't just ask my gran to move somewhere else at her age.
Then you'll just have to put up with it. If you want to blame anyone, blame your mom.
And did his mom even do anything 5 years ago? No one wants to tell us anything.
No idea. I only came back here after the disaster, so I don't know what happened at that time at all. Mr. Wakamura always seems like he knows more than he lets on, though. Now that I think about it, why don't you just ask Tsuyu what she knows?
Tsuyu? I've already asked Gran about it countless times. She says she doesn't know anything.
And you don't think that's a bit suspicious? If anyone knows something, it'd be her, right?
You might be right. She is pretty hard to read. I wouldn't be able to tell if she was hiding something anyway.
Anyway, I do feel bad for you, but you just gotta grin and bear it, okay? For everyone's sake, huh?
Oh, so he's like the village pariah.
Thanks for the help, you two. Try to stay out of trouble, okay?
Kikuko really seemed like she didn't know anything, huh? Folks are way more on edge than I thought. Yeah, I've gotten the sense I'm not exactly welcome here since I came back. But I didn't think trying to make a living here would lead to that much backlash. I didn't realize everyone disliked my mom quite that much, or that they were so suspicious of her. It seems like the timing wasn't great either. Everyone's wound up about these ill omens that are happening right now. Still, I'm sure now that my mom must have had some sort of secret, and I'm almost certain it had to do with what we're looking into. If everyone hears that I went diving today, it might prompt people to start talking about what happened 5 years ago. True, if there's any time to ask about your mom, it's now. I think we should see what old man Wakamura and Tsuyu have to say about all this too. Yeah, assuming Gran agrees to talk about it anyway. Okay, well, that was the end of the chapter, I think, yeah. Alright. So we got a new place to explore. Yeah, let's explore a new little chapter here, Cursed. Summary of previous events. The residents of Kamishima are extremely against Yuza becoming an ama diver. Yuza believes that the hidden secret behind his deceased mother, Mare Minakuchi, is the reason for this, and that's also the key to finding the mermaid. So he begins a full-scale search. Okay, let's explore. True. If there's any time to talk about your mom, it's now. I think we should see what old man Wakamura and Tsuyu have to say about all this, too. Yeah, assuming Gran agrees to talk about it, anyway. Okay, on our way. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to explore now. Town Clock. Minakuchi Residence. Let's explore the city first, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's a good point. Maybe it's based on pictures. Well, if it isn't Shotaro. Hey there, you two. Just the men I wanted to see. You wouldn't happen to have seen Sato around, would you? Sato? I haven't seen her today. She was supposed to meet with me earlier, but she never showed. And she didn't show? Did something happen? Oh, I'm sure it was just because of my old man's ridiculous request earlier. Honestly, I don't know what he was thinking. Still, he really has been acting off lately. Can't believe he'd say something like that. Is something wrong? Oh, pardon me. It's nothing for you two to worry about. By the way, Yuza, I hear you've become an Ama diver. Oh, yes. But I was told to stop, so I'm currently on extended, if not permanent, leave. Don't let it get to you. I, for one, think you should go for it. I imagine everyone's been using your mother as an excuse, saying she brought bad luck to the island or some such. Wow, that's exactly it. Do you know why everyone keeps saying Yuza's mom was a bad omen, Shotaro? Ah, yes. What was it again? Something about her being the Raging Waves curse bearer. The what? Raging Waves? The Raging Waves curse bearer. Raging Waves is, well, exactly what you think it means, and the curse bearer has the power to call forth that calamity of the sea. My old man was going on about it earlier, but it's probably just superstitious nonsense. Don't pay it any mind. But I really should get going. Let me know if you see Sato, okay? See you later. I'm pretty curious about what Shotaro said. Yeah, a Raging Waves curse bearer, huh? And did people really see my mom that way? Maybe we should ask Mr. Wakamura what he knows. Worth a shot, at least. Anyway, let's keep moving. On our way. Right? If we can summon a storm, they better not summon my wrath. Let's go to the shrine. See what we can do here. Huh? Tsukasa? Sato? What's going on?
Well... I'm sorry. I can't explain right now. Tsukasa, come on. We're drawing too much attention here.
Okay. Hey! What was that all about? Something was definitely up with them. Yeah, they practically ran off when they saw us. Tsukasa was crying. What the hell could have happened? I'm worried too, but Sato said she can't explain right now. I'm sure that means they'll tell us what's up later. True, we shouldn't grill them if they're not ready to talk about it. Still, I get the feeling we probably shouldn't tell Shotaro we saw Sato here. Yeah, let's keep this to ourselves until we learn a bit more. Okay. Chuo Street. Let's go to Chuo Street. Yeah, I mean, it isn't 1980 something. Seems like there's a bit of a commotion over there. Maybe they know something about the rumors. Want me to go ask? That'd be great. Thanks. Hey, what's up? Something happened?
Oh, if it isn't Azami. I don't know if you've heard, but
15 minutes later. Welcome back. Man, once they get started, they never stop talking. Anyway, nothing about your mom, I'm afraid, but they did have some interesting things to say. Interesting things? Do you want the normal news worst or the worrying news? Well, let's hear the worrying news. Okay then. There are reports that 2 Alma divers have gone missing. Apparently both cases were around Ijika town on the mainland. Oh, were they diving accidents or something? I guess so. It seems it's still under investigation, though. The sea hasn't even been that rough lately. But I guess it is a dangerous job, so you never know what might happen. Still, 2 Alma divers going missing one after another is pretty unusual, so it does make you wonder. It wasn't that long ago there was all that talk of human bones being found in the sea near Toba, you know? I remember that, yeah. Isn't that also near Ijika? Maybe this is why Chie was going on about bad omens. Yeah, it's definitely worrying news. The normal news. How about the normal news? So, we've got a bunch of tourists visiting right now, as usual. But what's really got people talking is that there are 2 foreigners among them today. Oh, really? I hear the Ise Grand Shrine sees a lot of foreign visitors, but it's unusual for them to come to the outlying islands like this. And what's more, it seems like they've been going around asking a bunch of questions. And get this. Apparently they said they've come here to look for mermaids. Mermaids? Curious, right? Yeah, right. Exactly what we're looking into them too. And that's not all. For some reason, they're asking about your mom, Mari Minakuchi, too. What? Why would foreign visitors be asking about my mom? Seems like people think they're pretty shady. I was told not to go near them and everything. No, I definitely want to hear what they have to say. I wonder where they are now. They're probably still on Kamishima, at least. Though the question is where. Well, I guess if we see 2 Westerners around, we'll know who they are, eh? Apparently they're an older man and a young girl. Yeah, I'm sure we'll know when we see them. I hope we manage to find them. Okay, it looks like that's all the info we're gonna get around here. Let's try going somewhere else. So everybody knows about how his mom used to be is a mermaid? Was a mermaid? Is a mermaid, I guess. Where would you hide if you were 2 foreign tourists? Maybe on the beach. August 7th, 1980-something afternoon. Oh, she's still here. Oh, looks like Kikuko's back. Want to try talking to her again? Yeah, well, let's give it a shot. Let's talk to Kikuko again. What now? I've had my fill of shady rumors for today, okay? If you want to talk, let's talk about something fun instead. Something fun? Got any ideas, Yuza? Well, how about this? Foreign visitors. By the way, have you seen the 2 foreign tourists that were supposed to be visiting today? Wait a sec, foreign tourists? Here? Today? No way! What do they look like? Do they have blonde hair? Are they cool? I'm not sure. We don't know that much about it. I guess that means you haven't seen him either, though. Yeah, I guess they didn't come this way. Hey now, you 2 had better not be thinking of following them around to Gop. You don't want them to think we're all unsophisticated louts out here, do you? Weren't you just asking whether they were cool or not? I don't know what you're talking about. But if you see them, you'll come and tell me, right? Right? Okay, we will. Okay, working as an Alma diver. Underwater gathering tips. Do you have any tips that might help when diving?
Hey now, that's basically asking me to give away company secrets for free. Oh, no, I didn't mean anything like that. Like, just the basics would be helpful. The basics, huh? How about this then? Sometimes your foot can get caught in rocks while you're swimming, so you should always stay aware of your surroundings. So being too focused on your catch can get you into trouble. That makes sense. If you swim hard enough, you should be able to free yourself, so don't panic too much if it happens, okay? Thanks. I'll be careful. If I'm ever allowed to go diving again, that is. Okay, so we can free our foot by swimming hard. That's good to know. How about those boxes we helped you with just now? Was that the delivery everybody was expecting? Yep, the latest Kamishima merch. Hot off the presses.
Thought so. So, what do we have this time?
You want to know?
I'll bet Azami's keen to find out. He's always wearing that t-shirt. Kamishima. Sure am. Gotta show the world how much I love Kamishima.
Tourists seem to love that shirt too. You wearing it all the time should make for great advertising. Anyway, the latest addition to our souvenir lineup is this.
What is that?
A hand mirror? Bingo. A specially made hand mirror with a Kamishimaru design on the back. So, what do you think?
Oh, looks great. Why'd you go with another hand mirror, though?
Well, mirrors are a pretty prominent symbol of protection for sailors. Comes from the hope that the sea will be as smooth as glass, I guess. And there are even regions where mirrors are used as offerings to the sea god.
Oh, that's cool.
With all these people living on the island and surrounded by the sea, I can see why mirrors are seen as symbols of good fortune here. And it's small enough to fit in your pocket too. It's both cute and practical.
Wow, you really thought of everything, huh?
I've actually been handing these out to Ama divers around the island since yesterday. I told them it was a charm and they should hang on to it for good luck.
Oh, so everyone has one? That's kind of nice. Another way to bring us all together. You're an Alma diver now too, right, Yuza? Why don't you take one?
But I... Oh, right. I don't know if it's okay to count you as a diver, you know, given what happened earlier. Like it really matters. We've got plenty, so you should take one too.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for the trouble. Oh, thanks, lady. At least you gave us one too.
It's no big deal, really. I don't want you to feel left out or anything, you know? I guess that means Azami's getting one as well. Here you go.
Wow, really? I'm always down for more Kameshimaru merch.
Sure thing. Keep it safe and sound in your pocket, and maybe it'll keep you safe too.
Well, that's nice, right? Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering for a while.
Yeah?
Oh, that's cute. Are you the one who came up with the idea for Kameshimaru Kikuko?
Nope, I can't take credit for that one.
Oh, right. I forgot you didn't know Yuza. Know what?
At one point, the local youth organization was trying to come up with souvenir ideas for tourists. Tsukasa stepped up and suggested creating a mascot character for Kamishima. She even drew the design for it. Mascot characters are all the rage nowadays, you know? There are even mascots for the World Expo and the Japan Games.
Oh, I see. So Tsukasa drew this? I only heard about it after the fact, too. I didn't know she was so good at drawing. And it's not just a cute little turtle. The unique look on its face makes a big impression.
Yeah, the old guys here didn't seem too sure about it at first, though. But thanks to Izami's fervent endorsement, it ended up making the cut.
I just didn't want Tsukasa's design to go to waste, you know? She put a lot of effort into it.
I think it's a great mascot, too, for what it's worth.
How interesting. I'm glad I asked. Oh, that's cute. Underwater. Missing Alma divers. Hey, have you heard about the 2 Alma divers from the mainland that went missing?
Of course I have. They evidently disappeared, one right after the other.
I guess it's a reminder of just how dangerous the sea can be, huh? Hearing news like this is always pretty sobering.
And do you think they were just accidents?
Well, some of the other divers think it's a sign that something bad's gonna happen. But you should probably keep quiet about this, Yuza. If you start bringing it up, people will get suspicious. And that's probably true, yeah. Personally, though, I think they were probably just unfortunate accidents. Love how the happy music just comes right back. And did you go diving today as well, Kikuko?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about how we're supposed to stay out of the sea? No one I know is really paying attention to that.
I took a boat out into the bay from the northern shore, but didn't end up with much to show for it. The North Sea, huh? Did anyone go with you?
No, I went by myself.
Why do you ask?
No particular reason. I'm just taking notes for later. I see. You're really serious about becoming an Alma diver, huh?
It'd be a real shame if you couldn't become one with that enthusiasm. I'd like to help, but the timing's really not the best right now. It's okay. Any information you can give me is help enough.
Sorry. I'll help you out when things have died down, okay?
Oh, thanks, lady. I think that's pretty much it. Let's end the conversation.
Oh, was that all? I'll be getting back to work then.
I mean, we could have asked her more, but... We did click every dialogue option, but it didn't give us a check mark yet, so maybe we should have interrogated her more. I also don't want her to dislike us if we interrogate her too much, you know? It might be too much, and we scare her away.
You two again! What are you doing here?
Ugh, Chi's here too.
We're chatting about something important right now. Scram!
Guess we've got no choice but to come back later, huh? Let's go to Minakuchi residence. Welcome back, Yuza. Oh, and Asami's here too. Thanks for having me. You two went out diving today, didn't you? How'd it go? You guys get a decent haul? Gran, about that. I was all set to enjoy the next stage of my life as an Alma diver, but I found myself on forced leave the very day of my grand debut. Goodness, did something happen? Oh my. Chie and the others said all that? If I were you, I wouldn't pay them any mind. You're not breaking any rules, are you? And you're sure it's okay? No point fretting over pointless details is what I always say. Grandmother. Thanks, Grandma. That's nice, right? Tsuyu's condition. You know, what happened to her? Sorry I had to leave early today to go diving, Gran. Was everything okay? How are you feeling? Well, I didn't have much pep in my step today, but it's fine because Sato came over this morning. She really is a saint, always helping me out with the cooking and the cleaning like that. Again, Gran? I know you're fond of her, but you shouldn't rely on her too much. I didn't know Sato was coming over to help out here. Yeah, she and Gran became friends recently, and before I knew it, she was coming over every so often. Sato's such a nice young lady. She even chats with me about all the latest TV drama developments. She's a bit naive in some ways, but she's a quick learner. Remembers everything I tell her almost instantly. I think maybe she's a mermaid too. Huh, I had no idea. I said she could relax here a while, but she left early today. I'm glad you're having fun, but make sure to thank her properly sometime, alright? Of course, of course. ask more. I'm always happy to help, you know. There's no need to depend on others so much.
I know, but if someone has to help me get things done, I'd rather it was a lovely young girl, you know? And besides, she does a much better job at cooking and cleaning than you do, Yuza.
See, I do my best to be a good grandson, and this is the thanks I get.
I must have underestimated just how deep tensions ran. I never imagined they'd still be that hostile towards her. I thought things would have calmed down by now for sure. I'm sorry, Yuza.
It's okay, Gran. Not being allowed to dive isn't the end of the world or anything. But are you sure there isn't a reason no one wants to talk about Mom?
Well, no reason I can think of.
I'd like to get to the bottom of things there if possible. It's going to affect my life here if I don't, and I'd like to clear Mom's name too. If you don't mind me saying, it does seem pretty weird that people would be this upset just by Yuza coming back to Kamishima. You sure there's not some particular reason they don't like the thought of him going out diving?
Well, no reason I can think of.
The exact same answer as before. She's determined to pretend she doesn't know. Gran, I know you've always been reluctant to talk about Mom. But I'm not a child anymore. Isn't it about time you told me the truth? You really can't think of any reason why everyone had such a problem with Mom?
Well, alright. I'll be honest with you. Mari wasn't actually human.
Huh? You mean we were right? Are you for real?
Wait. Don't tell me you believe that. Can't you boys take a joke? I was obviously kidding. Did all that seawater pickle your common sense?
Wait, you were joking?
Of course I was. I thought I'd mess around a bit to see if I could get a rise out of you, but you sure turned the tables on me. Turning a prank around on me like that. I have nothing more to teach you, young Yuza.
Oh, and here I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. It's no good. She's set on giving us a slip. We're not going to get anything more out of her like this. Maybe she'd be more willing to talk if we had more information. Okay, so I guess we go around more.
You two take care.
And then we'll get some more info, and then we come back. Let's go back to her, and then interrogate her more. We're back.
Huh, what's up? You guys wanted to chat a bit more?
Just a bit more, yeah. Okay, so just keep questioning her.
There's a bunch of Kameshimaru merch now. Keychains, notepads, you name it. If you want any, just let me know.
Okay, well, that's it for Kameshimaru.
Man, I sure hope I run into those foreigners before they leave.
She's not even trying to hide what she really thinks anymore.
Everyone else was really happy to get theirs too. Even your grandma seemed to like it, Yuza. Said she'd be sure to use it from now on.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
I hope they're both found safe and sound. By the way, Yuza, how much practice did you manage to get in today?
Enough to not be a complete beginner anymore, I think.
Right on! You definitely have potential. That much for sure.
Wow. It's pretty impressive you can tell all that just by looking at him.
Hey, I thought of a way I could show my support. If you manage to get a high score of 2,000 points in one diving session, I'll give you a special prize.
Whoa, isn't that great, Yuza? What was your highest score today again?
Let's see.
I think it was 383 points. Oh, that's sad.
Oof.
Well, I'm afraid you weren't quite up to snuff. Too bad. I've brought shame to my name as a patron saint of diving. Special prize. Yeah, that's her romance arc, imagine. Once you become a proper alma diver, I'll tell you all the good diving spots I know. And that's all I've got for now. If you want more tips, try asking Tsuyu. Okay, well, we got everything here now. Oh, was that all? Well, I'll be getting back to work then. But that was it. No special prize yet. Sag. I was looking forward to that. Doesn't look like anyone's here right now. Well, let's try somewhere else. Okay, so if there's nobody there, then we don't have to go. Let's check the Torii then. Nobody here. I was hoping we'd find a tourist, but I can't find a tourist either. Chuo Street? I don't think we're gonna get any more info here. Well, let's try somewhere else. I've already had that too. So let's see if this guy is not busy anymore. Wakamura residence. That might be good. She does look a little sleep deprived, right? That's true, actually. Good point. Old man Wakamura. You mind if we ask you something real quick? It's just one thing after another today. What now? Azami and the Minakuchi boy. I heard from Chie you two went out in the bay to do some diving earlier. Well, I've got a bone to pick with you, and there's no time like the present. Oh, okay. So, boy, you serious about wanting to become an alma diver? Huh? I thought at first you'd come up here to get my permission to dive. But now I hear you've been running around looking into Mare Minakuchi. What's the meaning of this? No, it's not like that. I really do just want to become an alma diver. Bah, a likely story. I'll bet you're looking to clear your ma's name just to get everyone off your back. Am I wrong? Anyway, my point is... no more sticking your nose where I don't belong. Got it? And most of all, no becoming an alma diver. Okay, well, I don't know why we're not. So... if I give up on becoming an alma diver and fall in line, will you tell me about my mom? All this sniffing around you're doing sure ain't falling in line, that's for sure. Besides, you should be asking Tsuyu about all this business, not me. She's got to know more than I do. Oh? So Tsuyu really does know more than she's letting on. Mr. Wakamura, what's the Raging Waves curse bearer? Whoa, where'd you hear about that? It's gotta be Shotaro. Boy never could keep his mouth shut. We heard it's some sort of curse that whips the waves into a frenzy. Does something like that really exist? It does. The Southern Sea disaster 5 years ago was caused by that very same curse. And the curse of the raging waves? And your mother, Mari Minakuchi, was the one who brought it down on us. That storm was no natural disaster. It was entirely preventable. If we'd only stopped her from going to the bay that day, Kamishima wouldn't have had to suffer such a tragedy. What? My mom would have never done something like that. Just because you don't remember, don't mean she wasn't up to something out there. As to whether it was intentional or not, who can say? But it don't make a difference either way. All this talk about curses is a bit hard to swallow. Do you have any proof? Proof? I've got the words of a trustworthy sorcerer backing me up. That's all the proof I need. A sorcerer? You're basing all this on what some woo-woo wizard said? Give me a break. You can believe what you'd like. Don't change the fact that curses and spirits are as real as anything else. I don't have time to butt heads with you two, but I know what I'm saying is the honest truth. Looks like there's no point trying to change his mind. Old man's as stubborn as a mule. So, you really think there's a storm coming? And that storm is caused by a curse? Of course I do. Some fellows said they were with the police dropped by to warn me about it yesterday, in fact. The police? Why would the police be warning you about a curse? I reckon they were just phonies trying to take advantage of the curse for their own benefit. But even you two must have noticed that rumbling coming from the sea over the last few days, right? That's proof the curse of the raging waves is getting stronger. So that's why you've been telling everyone to stop taking their boats out and prepare for a storm. Sure is. Naturally, I can't just come out and say it's because of a curse. There's no telling when or where it'll rear its head. It's too dangerous to go into water in these circumstances. Even so, we'll have to take our boats out again eventually. We can't keep off the sea forever. You're damn tootin'. That's just why I gotta find a way to stop the curse as soon as possible. Okay, Wakamura, go ahead. Why would a curse be affecting the sea around here, though? Maybe they think he's the new curse bearer. Seems like you two still don't believe me. Fine. Let's see if this'll change your minds. A long time back, there used to be another island to the south of here. Taishima, it was called. Taishima? This is the first I've heard of it. They say it was devastated by an earthquake and a tsunami nearly 400 years ago. The truth of the matter is that raiders overran the island and slaughtered every last one of the people who lived there. The murdered islanders' resentment gave rise to the curse of the raging waves. And the resulting storm and tsunami sank the island to the bottom of the sea, raiders and all. Is that true? That curse is still roiling around in the seas near here to this very day. Just one little push and that storm could come barreling down on Kamishima next. A push? Something that would awaken the islanders' anger again. Such as someone with ties to those raiders, say a descendant of theirs, drawing near to where Taishima was. A descendant? Wait, you're saying my mom was a descendant of the raiders who attacked Taishima? Sure am. And as her son, you share her blood. But how could that... Only natural everyone would see you as a bad omen, no? I really didn't want you back on the island, you know. You should be grateful I didn't have you shipped back to the mainland on the next ferry. You're telling me that's how everyone's seen Yuza and his folks all this time? It's fine as Ami. Well, let's hear the rest of what he has to say. Okay, so we're supposedly the descendants of murderous raiders. Interesting. Are you saying the reason the curse for the raging waves reawakened is because I came back to Kamishima? No, there were signs even before you came back. So the direct cause was probably something else. That still don't change the fact you're a bad omen, though. Oh. How are you even planning to stop the curse? That ain't none of your concern. You just sit tight at home and stay out of my way. And I don't want to hear any more about you going out to sea. Are we clear? Okay, well, no going out to sea, apparently. Our Gran said she doesn't know anything about my mom, though. Huh. So she even said that to you. What do you mean? Well, I don't know that much myself. Tsuyu's always been tight-lipped about Mari Minakuchi. Where she came from, what her deal was. So you've been saying Yuza's mom was descended from raiders, even though you don't even know for sure? So you ain't said nothing to deny it. Speaks for itself, don't it? Let's ask some more. If you don't like what you're hearing, you should ask Tsuyu about it yourselves. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Should be clear now just how much of a danger you're to the island. Now get yourselves home and stay put. Seems like that's all we're going to get out of him. But maybe we could ask Tsuyu about what we just heard. She might be able to tell us more. It's like steering us back to Tsuyu, and now we'll probably get an answer. Now we have more information.
Oh, was there something else you needed, Yuza?
Tell us more, lady. By the way, Gran, we just went to talk to Mr. Wakamura, and there's something we wanted to ask you about.
What was that? My hearing's been a bit off recently, you see.
Please don't say that. A lot of Alma divers have ear problems, so it's not really a laughing matter.
Someone has no sense of humor.
So, did you know that everyone thought Mom was a Raging Waves curse bearer?
Wow. I'm impressed you managed to say that without stuttering.
So you have heard of it before?
Drat. Me and my big mouth.
He said Mom was descended from the ones who first called forth the curse, or something like that. And that's why everyone's so concerned with what I get up to. Is it true, though?
Well, if you know that much, I suppose I can tell you the truth. If I just rest up a bit, I'll be up and around again in no time. I want the two of you to come to the southern bay later, once the sun's gone down,
and before she just randomly dives. Right. Thanks, Gran. You can't tell us about it now?
I think it'd be easier to show you what I mean.
Okay, I'll be at the bay at sundown. But if you're not feeling up to it, don't push yourself, okay?
No need to rush now. I'll tell you everything later. You'll want to prepare yourself for this one.
Okay, so that's it. So you could talk about working as an Alma diver more.
So, how'd your dive out in the bay go?
The dive went perfectly. You may know me only as your grandson Yuza, but in truth, I am a living legend. Kamashima's patron saint of diving.
Well now, that does sound impressive. Though I think living legend is a bit much. I'd rate you as a legend in training at best.
You could tell all that just with a single glance? Maybe we should have trained more.
I know a greenhorn when I see one. Come back when you've spent a bit more time in the sea, eh?
I've been forbidden from diving for now, so it seems like my life as an Alma diver will have to wait.
No need to fret. I'm sure that'll sort itself out in time.
I don't know about that. Your grandma's the same as ever, eh? Just keep asking.
Whatever the case, I'm happy you've chosen to follow in my footsteps, Yuza. Good thing I thought to keep Mari's outfit, eh?
Yeah, but I don't know how I feel about being able to fit in my mom's clothes at this age.
You never did get any taller after middle school, did you?
Damn, has my constant diet of fresh seafood meant nothing?
It's nothing you need to worry about, Yuza. Doesn't make you any less charming.
Underwater gathering tips.
Advice, eh? Well, let me see. If you're looking to get a higher score in a single dive, you should focus on gathering everything you can, even a small fry. Getting 10 or 15 will earn you a bonus to your final score. If you manage to nab a big catch, switching your focus to bringing in as many small catches as possible should net you a good result.
I see. That'll be a great help. Do you have more? You wouldn't happen to have any other diving tips, would you?
Well now, bold as brass, aren't we? But I'm glad you're keen to learn. Let me see. Sometimes you come across areas when diving that are simply brimming with sea creatures. I call them bountiful zones.
Bountiful zones, huh? I'd love to see one.
On the other hand, areas with lots of starfish are usually picked clean, with no sea creatures to speak of. I call those places the barren zones.
So the more starfish there are, the less sea creatures there'll be. Got it.
A whopper of a catch could still be hiding in a barren zone, of course, so always keep an eye on your surroundings.
Okay, that's good. Is that it? End conversation. We're going out again for a bit, Gran.
Got it. You two take care, okay?
Doesn't even look that old, though, to Grandma, is she? So what now? Like, I feel like we've kind of explored everything. Do we go back to this dude here? See if he has something new to say. Mr. Wakamura? No good. He's completely clammed up. I doubt we'll be able to crack that shell. Well, let's try somewhere else. Is somebody here now? Oh, nobody here. Man, so we went to our home. I guess we can go back to the town clock. Oh, what's this? Can we go here? Oh no, we can just touch it. Maybe there's the tourists at the town clock now? Could be. Oh, Chie is here. Ah, Chie.
You two again? Still wandering around poking your nose into business you shouldn't be? How about you stop messing around and just give up already? Nothing you do is gonna make me change my mind. I'm saying this for your sake as much as anyone else's, Minakuchi boy. Try to understand my position, eh?
For my sake?
You managed to survive that disaster 5 years ago. Some would call it a miracle, even. I wouldn't do to see that miracle go to waste now, would it? Maybe I flew off the handle a bit earlier. Ended up coming off a bit stronger than I meant to. I can't tell you anything about your mother, but believe me when I say it's best you let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay, well, we can talk to this lady now. She's not very nice, though. A very friendly lady. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. Have the two foreign tourists come by here at all?
Sure did. Saw them just now, actually.
What? Do you know where they went?
Looked like they were headed to the lighthouse, from what I could tell.
A lighthouse, huh? Gotcha. Okay, well, on our way. Follow the yellow brick road.
Don't go following them around just because we don't see many foreign folks around these parts, you hear?
Sure, lady, of course not. Is this about how Yuza's mom caused that curse? The curse of the raising waves or whatever?
So you already know. Heard it all from Shinobu, I'd wager.
Do you believe in the curse, Miss Chie?
Of course I do. At the very least, I know it's not some old wives' tale. I'm not saying you have to believe it too, though. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to talk bad about the woman or anything, but there was obviously something up with Mare Minakuchi 5 years back. She always seemed anxious and on edge, and then the disaster struck. Might be I'm just reading too much into it, but I can't shake these doubts of mine either.
Underwater gathering tips.
I said it before, and I'll say it again, no diving. My stance here hasn't changed a bit, you hear me?
Man, well, guess that's that.
By the by, where did you go diving today?
Oh, well. I don't even know where we went diving is a good question. Yuza wanted a particular spot, so we went about 5 kilometers south of the island.
Say what? What were you thinking? Diving in the Southern Sea of all places? You've got even less sense than I thought. You know full well that everyone avoids that area because of the disaster 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know. But Asami and I both lost family in the disaster too. We wanted to take the chance to pay our respects. Well, I can't say I don't get how you feel, but that strange rumbling I told you about is coming from the south. Just do me a favor and stay away from the sea, alright? Alright. Underwater, who's not going to give us any underwater gathering tips, though, is she? Yeah, thought so. Chie, we heard that 2 Ama divers from the mainland went missing in some sort of accident.
You heard right.
And do you think that's a bad omen as well?
I do.
I'm well aware just how dangerous the sea can be, but 2 divers getting caught up in accidents and going missing one after another? That tells me there's something off with the sea itself. Well done here. You two should leave dealing with island matters to Shinobu from now on. Keep your heads down and stay out of trouble. You hear? Yeah. Well, that was something. She isn't a bad person at heart, but she sure is stubborn. Yeah. Okay, well that was that. Now we can go to the lighthouse. That's pretty good. Find the foreigners. August 7th. Oh, we found the foreigners. Oh, looks like we found them. That looks like them, all right. Excuse me. You rang? Do my eyes deceive me? Could these 2 young islanders have come all the way here to talk to us? Welcome! Welcome to Kamishima Lighthouse! There's not much here, but please make yourselves at home. Thanks for having us? Why is he the one welcoming us?
It's because most people here have been avoiding him. He's excited to... Somebody finally wants to talk to him.
Oh. Anyway, we were wondering if you could spare a moment to talk. Wait, before you do, shall we play a game? I want to guess why you've come to talk to us. May I? Sure. It's probably safe to assume, you know, we've been making the rounds here asking questions. Indeed, it was most likely hearing such news that incited... Indeed, it was most likely hearing such news that incited you to climb all the way up here to meet us. Which means... I've got it. You've almost certainly done something to offend the good people of this island. Committed some manner of ill-mannered faux pas. You must have come to tell us that the lighthouse is off limits to everyone except authorized personnel. Actually, no. What the fuck? The bitter taste of failure. And thus does my stint as aspiring detective end in ignominy. I'd say that whole show was kind of a social faux pas, at least.
Don't worry. He's always like this. He'll bounce back in no time.
I see. He must be pretty resilient. Since you didn't guess right, do you mind if I continue? Oh, asking my permission, are we? Well then, by all means, permission granted. Thank you, yes. My name is Arnav Barnum. You can call me Avi as a sign of our newfound friendship, and also because I like it better. Arnav Barnum, the tourist. Okay then, Avi. Such a pleasant ring to it. What can I do for you, young man? Would this girl be your daughter? Not quite. Miss Circe Lunarlight here is a distant relative of mine. Is it Circe? I guess Circe's better, right?
Yes. Miss Circe Lunarlight would be me. Nice to meet you.
Interesting. I'm Yuza Minakuchi, a resident of Kamishima, and this is Azami Kumoi. Nice to meet you. Yuza and Azami, eh? The pleasure's mine. Wait, Minakuchi? So, what brings you to Kamishima tonight? I'm glad you asked, young Yuza. We were hoping to pick your brains on the topic as well. There wouldn't happen to be any legends concerning mermaids passed down on this island, would there? So you really are looking for mermaids. Oh, indeed, we are. You know what mermaids are, yes? I refer, of course, to the mythical half-human, half-fish creatures. Sure, we know that much at least. Ah, then I may be able to provide a modicum of additional information on the subject. Additional information? Well, you may be aware that the typical Western mermaid is envisioned as having the lower half of a fish and the top half of a human woman. It's thought that this interpretation has its origins in another sea monster, the sirens of Greek mythology. Their claim to fame is surfacing near reefs and bewitching sailors with their beautiful voices. Andersen's fairy tale The Little Mermaid is a famous example of this type of mermaid. Indeed, it caused this image to enter common knowledge. Yeah, that's what comes to mind when I think of mermaids too. A typical mermaid, right? Ah, but the mermaid that appears in ancient Japanese folklore is quite different. This mermaid has only the head of a human, with the rest of its body being a fish. It appears it was seen more as an evil spirit or a yokai in nature. The legend that eating its flesh will grant immortality also implies that it was seen as more fish than human. Sure, that makes sense. Most people would definitely think twice about eating something that looked human, huh? This isn't to say that there's a difference in Eastern and Western interpretations of mermaids, mind you. One could rather assume there are several different types of creature that can be encompassed by the term mermaid. After all, there are also reports of more humanoid or demi-human mermaids being sighted in Japan in later years. Different types of mermaids, huh? Personally, I think lumping the two under the same appellation is a mistake. After all, they're two different creatures that just happen to share the same trait of being half fish, half human. Dude, imagine, top fish, bottom human. That would lead to some degeneracy IRL, I would be afraid. It leads to misunderstandings when conflicting stories get passed down, and then the whole concept gets treated as occult malarkey. I think I see what you mean. Listening to you talk about them, it sounds like you believe mermaids really exist, Avi. But of course I do! After all, I didn't come to research mermaids. I came to look for mermaids. Bum, bum, bum. This is all very compelling. Isn't it? I think this is the first time someone's agreed with me on this matter. Whoa, so we've piqued your interest, have we? I'm a fantasy writer by trade, with a reach spanning the Atlantic from Bonnie, England to vast America.
Not that any of his books sell at all.
That's right. For some reason, no one buys my novels. Quite the mystery, no? Alas, a fantasy writer has no need for mysteries. What's that? I earn more as an occult writer, so that might as well be my main job now. Humbug, I say. Stick a sock in it and mind your own beeswax. I see. In any case, I'm just your average free spirit, footloose, fancy-free, and all that stuff. What's that? You're wondering if my bohemian nature is the reason I remain unattached and unwed. Humbug, I say. Stick a sock in it and mind your own beeswax. You seem to be enjoying yourself. I am indeed. Why not give it a try yourself? 1, 2, 3. Humbug, I say. Stick a... I'm good, actually. Thanks. Impressive as it is, I concede doing this pose 3 times might have been a bit much. Yes. And this guy sure is hard to keep up with. At any rate, I recently found myself with a pressing need to visit your fair country for research. Fortunately, young Searchy here just happened to be studying in Japan, and kindly agreed to accompany me as my guide. Your guide? Indeed. She's quite the enthusiast when it comes to Japanese folklore and occult phenomena, and such a pleasure to converse with as well.
Issei Shima is a deeply spiritual region, full of sacred places. I'd always wanted to visit, really. We traveled around the mainland before coming here, but this place stands above and beyond. My nose almost started bleeding from the exhilaration.
Let's click the Recollection. Past Recollection chapter available. Arn of Barnum. It'll unlock once all conditions are met. Oh, it's not even unlocked yet.
In fact, I think it did a bit.
You must have been really excited, huh? Is this really that special compared to other places?
Of course! It wasn't called the land whither repair the waves from the eternal world for nothing. You know?
The land whither the what? Yeah, say that again, bro.
What's this? You've never heard it called that? Oh. It said that Yamatohime no Mikoto, the Empress of ancient Japan, was searching for a suitable place to enshrine Amaterasu 2,000 years ago. She received a divine revelation that the waves around Ise province came from the eternal world, which led her to establish the Ise Grand Shrine. This eternal world is a separate realm from the world in which we live. Some describe it as a perpetual paradise.
Oh, you're gonna have to slow down there a bit. So, what does that mean exactly? We learned about it in our local history classes, remember? Oh, yeah, I think I remember. Sorta. Basically, Ise is such a sacred place, even the ancient gods took a liking to it, right?
Exactly. It has such an enchanting vibe. Just being here is enough to have my nose gushing all day long.
But the residents wouldn't be feeling too hot if our noses kept bleeding all the time. One thing's for sure, though, you seem to really like Iseshima. As a local, I'm super happy to hear that. Profiles updated, okay. About them. Will you be staying on Kamishima tonight? If you need somewhere to stay, I know a few places.
Oh, we've actually already booked a guest house back on the mainland. We'll be taking the last ferry back after this.
Oh, I guess you don't have much time left then, huh? Well, they're leaving. And that brings me to my next question. You wouldn't happen to have any local info on mermaids, would you? Unfortunately, I've never heard of any folklore about mermaids here. I see. That would align with the answers we've received to our other inquiries thus far. And it would seem our investigation has branded us as certified weirdos. Most everyone now turns us a blind eye as well as a deaf ear. Well, it's probably not just because of that. I mean, isn't there supposed to be a huge occult craze going on in Japan right now? I assumed everyone would be jumping at the chance to discuss cryptids. Pretty sure that's just a small group of enthusiasts getting worked up. Very vocal minority, yeah? If you're that interested in the occult, what brought you all the way to Kamishima? Do you have a reason to believe mermaids could be found here? An excellent question. I do indeed. More precisely, I had reason to believe they could be found around Taishima, an island that no longer exists. Taishima? Indeed. I obtained this information through personal research, so I imagine it's not common knowledge. But some say there were 3 mermaids, Sobe, Nagame, and Hayase, living in the sea around Taishima 400 or so years ago. 3 of them? And you even know their names? We didn't even know Taishima existed until today. It seems a deliberate decision was made not to leave any records of Taishima's existence. Which would obviously lead one to believe something is being concealed. On that note, did you know that records remain of several other sightings of mermaids in the Ise Bay? What, really?
That's right. Legends about mermaids exist throughout Japan, and this region is no exception. In particular, there are reports of mermaids having been discovered in Sioux City and Ise City, both of which border Ise Bay.
Whoa, had no idea.
I've jotted down some notes on these legends, so please take a look if you're interested.
Yeah, well, she gave us Ise Bay mermaid legends. Interesting. Thanks. This is all very interesting. Mermaids. So, which type of mermaid are you looking for, Avi? Well, it seems a lot of the mermaid sightings around Ise Bay were fish mermaids. Fish mermaids? But the mermaids sighted around Taishima were apparently the human mermaid sort. So it stands to reason that any mermaids around here would be human mermaids as well. By human mermaids, you mean the sort that are closer to humans than fish, right? Indeed. The ones closer to fish, meanwhile, are known as fish mermaids. Or, that's what I call them anyway. I see. I don't know whether that makes it easier to understand or more complicated. In that case, mermaids whose flesh would make you immortal if you eat it would have to be fish mermaids then, right? Another fine question! It is indeed difficult to imagine people eating the flesh of human mermaids. But I personally believe that human mermaids also have the power to bestow immortality on people. Oh, I wonder... How about another refresher on myth and legend? Are either of you familiar with a place called Ryugu? Ryugu? Is it related to the Ryugu Palace that appears in the tale of Urashima Taro? Just so! It could well be considered the inspiration for the undersea palace in that familiar fairy tale. Whoa, I was right? You were. The Ryu, dragon, surely refers to the god of the sea. It's not uncommon for deities associated with water to be serpentine in nature. Oh, we definitely know that from Digimon. This would then make Ryugu the palace where the god of the sea resides. The palace of the Dragon King. Huh? I had no idea Ryugu Palace was based on something else. Ryugu is known for being home to the priestesses who attend the god of the sea. These women are collectively referred to as Otohime. Oh yeah, Princess Otohime appeared in the tale of Urashima Taro, didn't she? Yeah, but she was described as a ruler of Ryugu Palace in the fairy tale, so she was actually a priestess? A slight embellishment to make for a more interesting story, I assume. Hardly uncommon. There's also another interesting theory about the Otohime of Ryugu. It's said that they were half fish, half human women in appearance. In other words, they were mermaids. Oh. But what's that I hear you say? That's all well and good, but where is this Ryugu Palace anyway? You want to know? You're dying to know, aren't you? Very well. Then, take it away, Searchy! All right. As a matter of fact, Ryugu is said to be the exact same place as the eternal world I mentioned earlier. Oh, really? In other words, the sea around Issei, which is said to consist of waves from the eternal world, is in fact the location of Ryugu? And Ryugu is home to the Otohime mermaids, right? That's right. What's more, as priestesses who live in a land said to be an eternal paradise. It wouldn't be that odd if they had some sort of power to grant immortality to humans. Even in the tale of Urashima Taro, Princess Otohime displayed an ability to influence the physical age of other people using the Tamatabako. Ah. If the story has its basis in the ability of mermaids to influence human lifespans, that power of hers makes a lot more sense, don't you think? I see. So that's why you think human mermaids are able to grant immortality even without eating their flesh. Oh, you see? Intriguing, is it not? Mm-hmm. But how would you even get to Ryugu? What creature was responsible for bringing Urashima Taro to Ryugu in the eponymous tale? That's right, a turtle! Or Kame. And what is the name of the island we're currently standing upon? Oh, Kamishima. And there you have your reason for our visit. So you believe there might be some clue as to how to get to Ryugu, hidden on Kamishima. Could Kamishima really have some sort of link to Ryugu? By the way, Yuza. Yes? You said your name was Yuza Minakuchi, correct? Yes, that's right. Are you familiar with an individual by the name of Mare Minakuchi? Huh? Mare Minakuchi was my mom. She passed away in an accident 5 years ago. Oh, I apologize for the indiscretion. My condolences. 5 years ago. You wouldn't happen to have inherited anything from your mother, would you? No, but what do you mean? What do you know about my mom? Could she have had some sort of connection to mermaids? Well, this is more related to my personal research, so I can't say for sure. Please tell me. I'm also looking for mermaids. If you know anything, I have to know. Well, now, you've certainly grown lively all of a sudden. Let's calm down a bit, huh? Regrettably, the only lead I have is a rumor that suggests some connection between mermaids and Mare Minakuchi. A rumor? From where? Oh, you want to know? Well, I suppose you would, wouldn't you? Very well. I'll tell you. I heard it from a descendant of the islanders who used to call Taishima home. What? So someone survived a disaster that sunk Taishima, and their descendants are still around today? Long story short, yes. Isn't it fascinating? This particular individual was also the one who told me about the 3 mermaids who were said to have lived on Taishima. I see. By the by, if you're also seeking mermaids, you must have some information of your own, yes? Surely this one-sided exchange of knowledge wounds your good conscience. Allow me to remedy that by accepting any information you have. Yuza. Yeah, this is our best lead yet. Let's share what information we can. We're sharing information. You see... Oh, so you were saved by a mermaid during the disaster 5 years ago. And you believe the mermaid in question might have been your mother. Yeah, I know it sounds pretty far-fetched. And I know some of it probably comes from me wanting her to still be alive. No, on the contrary, I find it very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Why, you ask? Why? There's a rumor about one of the 3 mermaids who used to live around Taishima. They say she took on a human form several decades ago and has lived among humans ever since. What? No way. Well, that would fit perfectly with our theory. Calling me surprised as well. This is my surprise face, by the way. But it would be very interesting if that was the case. Sorry, Avi. I think I'm at my limit. Oh my. That's bad, isn't it? Is something wrong? My apologies. As much as I wish we could talk more, it would appear we're out of time. I'm afraid we must bid you goodbye for today. I was going to say we must bid you adieu, but that's sad. He didn't do that. Oh, now that you mention it, if you're looking to make the last ferry, you'll probably want to be heading back soon. Oh, wait, this is the most promising lead we found. If you could stay just a bit longer... Believe me, I would love to continue our chat too, but the little lady's been feeling a bit under the weather ever since arriving here, you see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're not going to get another nosebleed? If you're feeling that bad, maybe you should stay for the night after all. Oh, thank you. I'm just about holding the nosebleed in right now. But I really should get off the island as soon as possible. But ever since arriving here, I've had this feeling that some terrible calamity is approaching. A calamity? You can't mean... I forgot to mention, the young Searchy here is a bit sensitive to things in that sphere, if you catch my drift. Oh, okay, but... As reluctant as I am to part ways, we really must go. Many thanks for the information you shared, and never fear, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yuza? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Avi! You rang? If you happen to find any more leads on mermaids today, could you let me know as soon as possible? Please? Oh, I didn't expect you to be all that interested. Very well. If I hear anything else, I'll be sure to let you know. If you could give me your contact information, please? Thank you. Okay, well, I guess we'll see them tomorrow. Maybe it's the end of the day, almost. Man, that sure was a stroke of good luck. I never thought they'd have so much info for us. We managed to learn a lot, but it seems like getting any more from them today will be a bit tough. I really need that information by tomorrow, though. Wonder why he needs it by tomorrow. So we were supposed to meet our grandma at night, so do we just chill here until it's time? Oh, was there something else you needed, Yuza? No, I'm just waiting for nighttime, Gran. Well, this guy didn't want to talk anymore, so maybe we go back here? Nothing here. Okay. Oh, where do we have to go back to? There's nothing else on the map to explore either. Maybe to the beach? Huh? What's up? You wanted to chat a bit more? Okay, we already... Oh, we have another... Oh, we have a new, That's cool. Have you ever heard of the Curse of the Raging Waves? Nope, never heard of it. What is it? Well, we went to talk to Mr. Wakamura just now. Wait, so you mean... The disaster 5 years ago was caused by some curse, and that same curse is going to cause the same thing to happen again? So it seems. How the hell is he on about? Trying to pass things off as some occult tripe? Don't tell me you two believe that rubbish. Well, it did seem pretty believable. Oh, please. He's obviously feeding you a load of nonsense. I don't know if you two are aware, but there are rumors the old man's been really into this shady sorcerer recently. A sorcerer? Yeah, some sort of miracle worker over in Tokyo or something. Apparently, he'll do anything they say. That's probably why he's going on about curses and stuff right now. Shotaro did say he's been behaving oddly recently. Even Shotaro thinks so? Well, then that's gotta be it. So, it's just a hoax? You shouldn't pay any mind to that hogwash. Besides, doesn't it bother you that he's trying to pin a disaster on some sort of crazy curse? Okay, well that's it. So what else do we have left still? Is nobody here? I kind of want to... Oh, there we go. Looks like the sun's just about starting to set. Why don't we go over what we've learned so far? Yeah, good idea. First, we learned that my mom was considered cursed by some of the islanders. Yeah, they said she was descended from the person who originally called forth the Curse of the Raging Waves or something like that. And because he thinks the curse is about to break out again, Mr. Wakamura is currently trying to find a way to stop it. Not everyone on the island believes in it, though. Kikuko and Shotaro didn't seem to believe in it at all, yeah. We also managed to speak with those two foreigners who were looking for mermaids. They sure were full of surprises. And there's also that rumor about mermaids living near Taishima, a nearby island that was destroyed and that one of them assumed human form. I never thought we'd find something to support the idea that my mom might have been a mermaid. Whatever else we may have learned from this, the mermaid that I encountered 5 years ago may very well have been one of those three living near Taishima. We also got some hints about where those mermaids might have come from. Yeah, there's a good chance they originally came from an otherworldly place called Ryugu. If they're in a place like that, I don't see how we could ever get to them, though. By diving level 100. What that girl said about a calamity approaching is bothering me a bit, too. There's no way she should know about the Curse of the Raging Waves, right? Do you think that means the curse is real after all? Oh! Azami, I just realized something. Yeah? If the Curse of the Raging Waves is in danger of breaking out again, wouldn't that mean its curse bearer is still around today? Oh, damn, you're right! But your mom is, well, not with us anymore. Mr. Wakamura seems to think I wasn't the direct cause of the curse reappearing too. Yeah, he'd probably be coming down on you even harder if he thought you were. So the person responsible would be someone who wasn't here 5 years ago, but is here now. Well, assuming the curse is real anyway. Yeah. Still, I really do wonder if my mom had some sort of link with mermaids. I hope whatever Gran has to tell us sheds some light on things. I think it's Sota that has it. You mean what she's planning to tell us at the bay tonight, yeah? Huh? What's wrong? There's a bunch of noise coming from Churro Street. I think I heard screaming. Let's go! Ah! Ah! Why? Why? What the hell? Grandma's dead. Wait for it. What happened? What's wrong? Tsukasa, what's going on? I don't... We were just... Oh, so it's Sato, that was her name, right? But then Sato just... Yuza, look over there! What? Ah! Oh, Jesus. Oh, so Sato is dead. I thought Sato was going to be the mermaid curse bearer. Sato? There's blood everywhere! What happened? She's not moving. Don't tell me she's dead. Sato just suddenly... We were just... But then she got cut down. Whatever it was, we gotta get her to the clinic. Wait, what's happening? Hello? Sato? Her wound, it's... The wound is gone? Sato? Sato, are you okay? Sato? She a zombie? Became immortal. Named Osato. Oh my. Creepy. Yeah, that looks interesting, doesn't it? I think it was somewhere in here, wasn't it? Let's see if we can find something in here. A list of casualties. So where is that particular spot of lore that it just showed us? Isebe Mermaid legend? Oh, here. Although the exact time period is unclear, legends tell of a girl named Osato from Kusawa, an Ano town of Age district, who became immortal after eating the flesh of a mermaid and went on to become Yao Bikuni, a nun who lived for 800 years. Wild. Well, I guess that's her. Interesting. Time to meet up. Sato Shiranami was mysteriously cut down, yet moments later she resurrected before her friends' very eyes. As confusion engulfs the island, Yuza and Azami head out to meet Yuza's grandmother, Tsuyu Minakuchi, at the appointed time and place. Several hours later. We're just moving on. Casually, you know, somebody just got cut down and resurrected. Let's go on and meet our grandma. Sorry to keep you waiting, Yuza. It's nearly time to meet up with Tsuyu, yeah? Let's head that way. Right. To the bay. Yay, let's go to the bay. The whole island was in an uproar after that. We didn't even get to ask Sato what happened. Yeah, Apparently she shut herself up in her room at the Wakamura's and hasn't come out since. What the hell was that, though? And how'd she even get hurt like that in the first place? Some of the islanders were kicking up a real fuss, saying that Sato isn't human, that she's something evil that should be chased off the island. But everyone settled down after Mr. Wakamura stepped in and promised to handle it. Everyone on the island's probably heard about it by now, though. It'll be all anyone can talk about for a while yet. Did you go back home afterwards, Yuza? No, I stayed out to do some digging. Gran wasn't at home anyway, and before the grandma's dead too. She hasn't recovered enough to be able to move around that much though, so I'm pretty worried. Yeah. You think our promise to meet with her at the bay is still on? Let's just go and see. Night Kamishima Bay. Oh, there she is. She's probably a zombie now. Oh, good. She's here. Gran, is your leg okay? Okay, she's gonna be a zombie. Gran, it's me. Oh, okay, not a zombie.
Oh, you two came after all. The waves were so loud, I couldn't hear you for a second.
What are you doing over here, Gran?
This is where it's hidden.
Hidden? What is?
What Mare, your mother, left us.
My mom?
Yes, so Yuza. Have you heard of an island called Taishima?
Taishima? What the hell? Now she gets cut down, but she doesn't heal, does she? Huh? Gran? Gran! Tsuyu, what's wrong? She's hurt bad. We have to stop the bleeding. Kikuko. Ah! What are you two doing over there? Kikuko, this isn't what she just suddenly. Is that Tsuyu? No, you couldn't have. Ah! Wait. Shit, she's totally got the wrong idea. It's too late. Gran, she's got no pulse. The wound's too deep. It almost cut her clean in half. She never stood a chance. I'll go get someone. You stay here with Tsuyu, Yuza. No, it's alright. I'll come with you. And that's why she should have told us straight away. Look at what happened now. Have someone! Get the clinic doctor! Is that another dead person? This is Old Lady Nakamura? What the hell is happening? I hear screaming from down there too. Come on, let's go. Everybody's just dead. What the hell? No way! Even Chie? Someone help! 2 more people collapsed over there! What's happening? Help me! I don't want to die! Damn it, there's too many victims! We aren't gonna have enough people to help at this rate! There are more over there, too! And they're probably all dead, my friends. Oh, that's her. Well, at least she didn't run anywhere. What the hell is happening? Is that Kikuko? It got her too? Someone tell me what's going on. What's with all these gashes appearing out of nowhere? This isn't right. There's no way this is normal. Is it a virus? Oh, is there really a curse? Those affected by the phenomena died instantly. The strange calamity that suddenly descended on Kamishima plunged the island into a panic. With no knowledge of the cause or reason, there was nothing that could be done to prevent it, and the massacre continued unabated for a time. The survivors were seized with fear. Some ran to escape, some simply broke down. Some flew into a wild rage. A frenzied chaos swept over the island. A short while later... At least we were able to meet up with Tsukasa. But what the hell is going on? The whole island's in an uproar. Everyone's so panicked. We couldn't find anyone who could talk straight. Who could blame them? No one knows who'll be affected next. It's probably best to hide here until things settle down. You okay, Tsukasa?
No. I have no idea whether my ma's safe or not. And I wasn't able to find Sato either. I'm so worried about her.
Old man Wakamura said he'd handle things, so I hope she managed to make it back home at least. Hey, do you think Sato's wound healing up like that has anything to do with what just happened? Well, we've held off prying into Sato's past up to now, but maybe that won't fly anymore. Come to think, didn't this whole curse of the raging waves mess start when Sato came to Kamishima?
Don't say that! This isn't Sato's fault. She's just a normal girl. I won't let anyone say anything bad about her. Not even you, Azami.
Sorry, Tsukasa. I didn't mean anything by it. I wasn't thinking straight.
I mean, I never thought something like this was really possible either.
Something like what? Do you have some idea what could have caused this?
Well, a little while ago, when we were at Old Man Wakamura's place, some guy phoned and threatened to kill all the women on Kamishima with a curse.
Another curse? Who was it? What'd they want?
I don't really know. He said something about no mercy, just punishment. For anyone who defies him. It was like really creepy.
What the hell? All those people had to die just because some guy didn't get what he wanted? Old man Wakamura said he'd do something to stop the raging waves curse, but things just got worse instead.
Azami, calm down. It's no use getting mad at me.
You're right. Sorry, Tsukasa. I guess I got a bit heated. Now why isn't she cut? Even so, that means those gashes were deliberately caused by someone using a curse, right? So they're the one responsible for all this. Right, even if the massacre was caused by something supernatural, someone made it happen.
About that, something's been bugging me about this whole thing.
What do you mean?
It didn't seem like the victims were being targeted at random somehow. And they were all women for a start, so I was trying to think of some kind of common point that would tie them together.
That's right, Tsukasa. Sharp as ever. It's the diving. So, what were you thinking?
Could they have been targeted because they were Alma divers?
Now that you mention it, weren't all the victims we saw on the way here Alma divers? Though I guess most of the women on Kamishima have at least some Alma diving experience. But they went after Sato first, right? That wouldn't fit.
Oh, you're right. Sato's not an Alma diver. I was pretty worried Yuza and I might be targeted as well, but I guess we can read a bit easier now.
We still don't know what the conditions are, though. None of us are out of the woods yet. Wait, the victims were only women? Could the killer have been using this to find their targets? But that would mean the culprit is...
What's up, Yuza? You figure something out?
Oh my god.
Huh?
There goes Yuza. No more main character. What? Yuza, your head, it's...
No!
Wow, okay, well, are we beheaded? Well done in your efforts thus far! I regret to say that it seems the mysterious attack that befell Kamishima has resulted in Yuza Minakuchi quite literally losing his head. There's nothing more we can do here, so let us bring this chapter to a close. For now, we will return to the story chart, where you may proceed with a different route. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Well, that was a little, graphic. Okay, well this is the end of Yuza's route. And then we got some routes left for Sato and for Arnav. I think I'm going to save the game here then, or the game saved itself here. And then we'll do Sato's route next, or Arnav's route next, we'll decide.